This video, I'm going to be breaking down one of my favorite offenses in college football 26. This is a brand new formation that they added into the game this year, and it is in the Oregon State Offense Playbook. If you guys want to check out my full Oregon State offensive ebook, it is available in our school community, as is the rest of my Madden and college football offensive and defensive ebooks. So if you want to take your game to the next level, it's only $10 to become a member, and it gets you access to everything that I do for Madden and for college football. So that link is going to be down in the description below. And the formation we're taking a look at is the Y off trio close. Now, this formation is extremely effective. It has some of the best plays in the game, and it has a really good auto motion play, which is really, really helpful for attacking different types of coverages. What I like to do with this play is I'll typically, if I'm going to just run the actual formation, I'll come out in this play flood, and then I'll actually have smash return as an audible, and then I have these two motion plays. And then if you want to have a bubble screen, a trap. They have a lot of really good runs in here. The outside zone's actually pretty good, but they also have a motion inside zone. So the cool part about it is everything looks the same in this little scheme here. So I'm going to give you some combos today that I think are really effective, starting with the play flood. So the play flood is really cool because it's very quick snappable. The first setup that I like to run is I just streak my tight end, and I'm going to snap the ball pretty quick here. And what you're going to see is I'm going to be looking for this corner route over here on the right side. The corner route, what you can also do with it that I forgot to say, is you can stem it down all the way, and then you could potentially get this a little bit more open against a cover four type coverage. As you see there, we're able to kind of get a little bit more bend on the corner route against the cover four. The main purpose for this is if they are going to hard flat, a lot of times what happens is this hard flat will kind of just really get out of the way, and then you're able to hit this, provided we don't throw the ball into the third row. Now, the other thing about this play that is really good, another setup that I like, is to simply drag this slot receiver. You're going to be able to hit this whip really quick in this little pocket. Very difficult for them to defend that route. It's very, very difficult for them to defend that route in that little pocket right there. Even a hard flat and shaded down yellow is not going to do a great job. As you see, there's kind of some specific things they have to do, and that's one of the better route combos, in my opinion, against zone in the game. And again, you're quick snapping it, so you're able to get the ball out extremely, extremely fast. The other thing about this is a lot of people are running a ton of man coverage in this game, and you'll have a couple reads here. You can hit this backside little slanted in route. You have the whip, you have the out, and you have the drag. Typically, one of those routes is going to pop open against man coverage. The way man coverage kind of works in this game is you're going to need to have multiple man beating routes on the same play. If you don't, there's not a ton of great consistency and said like this route's always going to beat man, but overall the play does a good job of beating man coverage. So those are some of my favorite combos out of this. You could literally just snap the ball. Like you don't have to do anything too crazy. You could straight up just snap this thing, and it's going to be pretty decent for you because again, that whip route just gets in such a soft spot, and then the backside in route also gets in kind of a soft spot against the defense once they overcommit to the corner route or anything like that. So again, this is just a super simple quick snap type play and able to break down coverages in a variety of different ways. Now, another setup that I really, really like out of this formation is going to be the smash return, and the smash return play has a lot of versatility within it. Literally, all you have to do to run this play effectively, what I like to do is just stem R1 all the way up. You're going to see what that does is it kind of makes it like an inverted streak without actually having to hot route a streak. And then what you're able to do is just snap this ball extremely, extremely fast because stemming doesn't really take a ton of time. So again, quick snapping is really good in this game because you are able to snap the ball so quick. And then the other reason why stemming is so good in this game is because there's no animation within stems. And so you're able to, again, just snap that ball really quick. That smash return route is so good. It's every bit as good as the tight end whip. And it does a really good job of just breaking down coverages in a variety of ways. The smash return route is actually a kind of a unique route. And if they do run like the little angled streak, normally the yellow zones are going to suction into the streak this year, the way they've kind of coded the zones. So you're going to be able to hit that smash return route quite a bit in terms of how this play is going to open up and develop. Now, what's going to happen is eventually they are going to overcommit and they're going to try to run down and take this away. When they start to do that, you're able to hit this in route in behind the yellow zones, as you see, because we have that streak kind of clearing out the space to be able to hit that route. So that is one of the many setups of smash return. Obviously, you can kind of go a little crazy with this. A lot of versatility within the play. One of the other combos that you have out of a play like smash return is you can streak the tight end, corner route this guy, and you can kind of have like a high-low read here. What this is really good for is kind of breaking down cover 2 type of coverages. As you see, those yellows just back up so far. When you have those 2 vertical routes, and then the route is wide open to the running back there. So you have that option. Another thing is, if you want to leave this little C route, it isn't a bad route by any means. He actually runs pretty good, and he gets kind of under the deep half in a cover 2. Cover 2 is really pretty good at defending corner routes this year, which is kind of crazy. But this route right here typically will get a little slightly underneath of a cover 2 deep half. So you see here, see how the deep half kind of like right there, you can kind of back shoulder catch it. That's a potential option for you as well. One of the other best kept secrets, at least I don't even know if it's a secret anymore, about this formation is compression is so good because there's so many ways to break down coverages. So one of the ways that you can break down coverages here is just a simple hot routed corner with a streak, and then you're going to use a slot fade, and you're going to stem that slot fade up 2 or 3 times. So it's a little deeper of a route. What's going to happen normally against like a cover 4 is that cover 4 is going to let the slot fade kind of run right by him, and then you're going to be able to hit that consistently. So the cover 4 wants to play corner routes, and so it really opens up some of the other routes on the play. You could also, you could also do this from the outside right receiver here. Just stem him up probably twice or maybe even once here, and you're going to see that this slot fade is going to do a really, really good job of. And if the slot fade's not open, then you can just throw the corner route on the sideline. You have that as well. But anyway, that's couple of ways to manipulate coverage big time on the field. I don't think you really need to bomb out of this, but there are some bomb capabilities. Cover 3 is going to be a little bit more of a thing. You see how that third really wants to play that streak, so we can just take the corner route against that coverage pretty easily. Now, the next play that I wanted to break down is, I think, one of the better plays in the game, maybe the best play in the game, because it beats all of the coverages. Specifically, it destroys cover 2. So I'm going to put a cloud here on the left side, and this is the motion play, motion mesh rail. The setup for this is you're going to streak the solo receiver, and you're going to crosser the left side receiver. And what you're going to see here is that this motion kind of cheat wheel is going to get over the top of a cover 2, which is really, really good. And I should have waited on that just a little bit more. Most routes in this game really struggle to get over the top of a cover 2. Cover 2 is a pretty safe coverage this year. It's pretty good coverage. And so you need something like this in your playbook, because this will actually get over the top of cover 2. You'll see eventually he'll just kind of run right by him. I don't know. Maybe he won't. Maybe we're just matching, I guess, today. I guess if it's a soft spot, we're matching. That's also why it's important to have a tight end drag. So if you want to, the mesh route will sometimes stop against zone. So you could drag the tight end, and that will just kind of ensure that we're going to put a lot of conflict over there on the right side. There you see, able to get this over the top finally. And you see that we get a big play against cover 2. And then if they do run a soft squat over there, because I think I forgot to put him on a cloud, if they do run a soft squat and they are able to match the cheat wheel, what you're able to do here is just very simple, check down to the tight end over and over and over again, and that's obviously going to get very, very annoying for them. Now, the next route that I like on this play, or the next kind of coverage that I like for this play, is the cover 4 or cover 3, because you're going to see here that this little cheat wheel is going to really pull any kind of curl flat, any kind of cloud to it, and so that it's going to open up that tight end drag consistently. And then what's going to happen is they're going to start to say, okay, well, I want a hard flat to be able to take away kind of the underneath. And then what you're going to be able to do here is you're going to be able to throw this cheat wheel against a cover 4 or a cover 3 consistently to the sideline, because those deep defenders all are going to get pushed back by this clear out streak. So it's a really nice route. You can throw it at multiple points. And you'll see here, boom, easy read, route catch it, and you're getting, 30, 40 yards before you're even getting touched. So that is another really cool thing about this play. Now, the other thing about this play is if they do run man, I will say the cheat motion plays are not as good against man as they were last year, but they're still decent. You always want to look at it. Occasionally, he will get over the top of it. Most of the time, for my money, he's not going to, but that's why this crosser's on the field. This crosser is really, really good for getting over the or getting a good, getting good separation against man coverage. And then the last play that I like to run, other than obviously just running inside zone, is this one right here, motion PA cross. So what I like to do with this play, really, really simple here. We're going to slot fade R1, and then we're going to corner route the tight end. And if you want to run the running back on a flat, you can do that. But what you're going to see is this crosser is going to do a pretty good job of getting separation across man coverage this face. And then you also have the tight end corner. If you don't want to put the tight end corner on that, another setup that you can do that is pretty good is you can take, because that crosser does get across the field pretty good, you can slot fade this guy, you can drag this guy, and then just table the running back. So it looks like this. So you're still having that kind of high-low drag threat, always stressing kind of that left side. But then now you've got a crosser coming back across the face, which gets into a nice window against zone coverage. I want to thank you for watching this video. If you guys want to check out my full Oregon State offensive ebook, it is in our school community, and that link is in the description down below.